beautiful day to practice. Break down! 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 Put me down, ready, begin! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Up for that back now. Straight it, straight it, straight it. Good. Keep it going to the whistle. Keep it going. Hit and drive, hit and drive, hit and drive. Drive it, drive it, drive it, drive it. Drive it. Keep your head up, Cavell. That's it.
He's an educator. He's a true educator. He doesn't change, whether he's in the building or out of the building. He's the same person in the school building or on the practice field. And he's a very genuine person, so I'd have to say genuine's another word that comes to mind.
Hey, be thankful that we're out here. Let's do a good job today getting ready for the practice and also for the rest of the week getting ready for Amity. Let's make sure that everybody gives us a great effort, coaches, players, and everybody does what they can to the best of their ability today.
Words that come to mind when I'm thinking about Coach Bond's intensity and dedication and a real feeling for the kids, you know, in their lives. He's just not a football coach alone. He's concerned about them as people also.
I think I've known my whole life that I wanted to be a football coach. I don't know what else I would do. I enjoy being with kids. So I feel lucky that I was able to do the two things I've always wanted to do, and that was to be a counselor and to be a football coach. So I don't know how many other people can be as happy as me when they get up in the morning. I do the two things that I wanted to do my whole life, or at least as long as I can remember I've wanted to do this. So I've been very, very lucky.
Good, good, that's a good trap. Now, if he's inside of you, you got to go outside. Was he inside of you? Not really? Good. Now you are. If he comes inside, then you got your inside rule. What? Okay, here we go.
In order to motivate players, you've got to be motivated yourself, and you really can't motivate kids to do much beyond what they want to do. You can get a little extra out of them, but really it's got to come from within, and it's one of the things that's a little bit more difficult with the kids of today than years ago. A lot more of that responsibility is on your shoulders, which is unfortunate. But I think you just show the kids how important it is, show the kids how hard you're working to be prepared, and hopefully they'll follow suit. But you've got to challenge them to be the best person that they can be, and try to instill in them some sense that the motivation has got to be an inward feeling.
How hard is it to go on 1 or 2? How hard is that? This could be the difference in the game. Wake up! Get in the huddle!
Monday comes, he's starting to get a little tense. Tuesday, Wednesday. By Thursday, he's pretty much like he's ready to play himself. And by Friday, he's just yelling and screaming at everybody. And Saturday morning, you come in. The first hour, he's pretty good, but by then, there's no talking to him, and he's not talking to anybody. He's just concentrating on what he has to do.
Nothing wrong with being a nice kid, just be a player. Some of you guys can be great players. You gotta learn to get a little pissed off on the field. Come on, come on!
Coach Marazzi's provided a positive influence for the kids in the program. He's been a great role model. He's brought an understanding of the Amity situation, and he's really tried to provide a winning program for the kids here. And I think that in a period of time, it's going to develop into a winning situation.
22 counter ice. Okay? Adam Rose, and you turn your end out. We're going to be in a left formation. Left formation, okay? You read through, okay? And you get the ball, okay? Football has always been a target for everyone to seem to focus on football and talk about the violence involved and the number of kids getting hurt. Football is the best game in the world. There's no game better than football. In this day and age, you come to Amity High School, you see the kids walking around the halls. They have a very poor work ethic, okay? They have a very poor commitment. Kids today in the 90s just aren't willing to make the sacrifices. Football teaches you what it's all about in life. How to deal with winning, how to deal with losing, success experiences, teamwork and cooperation. There's no other game, I believe in my mind, that'll ever take the place of football.
Butchie's the ultimate motivator. You know, he's always enthusiastic out there. He loves the game. He has a way of getting to the kids that other guys don't have. I know that I didn't have. When he coached with me, he was able to get to the kids.
Now you're in a crawl. This is what I mean. You give into it. Just like in a game, you give into it and then you quit in the game. Because all of a sudden you got a little pain. Kick off, team.
The words that come to mind with Butch Marazzi would be just a great friend, a very good coach, a guy that really I personally had a lot of fun with for a great number of years, and someone that always gave me a hard time putting in stunts that he knew we couldn't block and things like that. He's just a great guy, and it's a fun week when you have to prepare. In one sense, it's a fun week when you're getting ready to play him, and in another sense, it's not fun because you're either going to be sad or a friend of yours is going to be sad at the end of the game. So that part I don't like, but we're good enough friends that the game is played and then it's over and things go back to the way they always were. But for those 2 hours, we want to beat each other.
You got to turn it up a notch, though.
Coach Bond and I have always had a love-hate relationship. One that, when we were coaching together, he felt as though I was always very antagonistic, did things, it seems, on days before games to try to get his offensive line messed up. But that's not true at all. I really like Lenny a lot, and I think he likes me. It's just that we both want to win very, very badly, especially this week. Coach Bond and I, we decided that we didn't want to have a game between both of us ruin our friendship. And so what we do now is whoever loses the game gets taken out, the coach and his wife gets taken out by the winning coach and wife to a restaurant of their choice for dinner.
Who pays?
The winning coach pays.
Okay, so you've been paying?
I haven't been paying at all, no, I've been going free. And Coach Bond would like to pay forever. Nice ball.
You know, folks like us only get a chance once in a while. You know what I'm saying? You only get a chance once in a while. You get some people that kind of have their nose a little bit up in the air about coming to the low district. And I'll tell you what, I like the idea that we're the low-rent district. I like that. Because let's face it, all of us are from the low-rent district. You know what I'm saying? All of us are going to get somewhere because we know how to bite and scratch and claw and fight our way through something. There's not too many folk in this room that have anything handed to them. You know what I'm saying? Handed to them, mommy and daddy handed them something. No, that ain't the way it works around this joint. There's only one way to get anything, and that's you buckle your chin strap, you tighten up your belt, you spit on the ground, and you go after it. You go after it. If you want to be first in the class, you go after it. If you want the job, you go after it. If you want to be a great player, you go after it. If you want to be a good person, you go after it. If you want to win a football game, you go after it. And I'm going to explain to you the only way to go after something. I'm going to tell you right now, no matter what it is, you go 100% of your God-given ability every single second, and good things will happen.
They've beaten us the last 2 or 3 years, now it's our turn. Remember what I told you, it's a rainy day. Don't get upset by a turnover. Let's make turnovers. You gotta love playing in the rain. It's an exciting day. It's another chapter in the book here at Amity High School. You only get so many chances to wear colors.
You put the black and gold on, it's got to mean something to you. People are clicking right and left. You got to become a family. We're all in it together. Win or lose, we're all in it together. We're all right back in practice tomorrow. So leave your hearts and souls on the field. That's what you got to do. There's no way these guys are better than us. We do what we're supposed to do. We got to get better and we got to win. We need to win. That's the bottom line. You all know it. I hate losing. You hate losing. You got to hate it so bad that you're going to be willing to sacrifice every single height to make something happen. Every single height makes something happen. And we'll win this goddamn football game. Let's have it go. It's going to be people in red shirts and people in white shirts. That's what it's going to come down to. Us and them. Us and them. How bad do you want it? How bad do we want to go after it? How bad do we want to put the ball in the end zone? How bad do we want to stop them from getting in the end zone? How bad do you want it? This is a gut check. You tighten up that chin strap, you tighten the belt, and you go after it. 100 miles an hour.
He's a pretty
We're not a rah-rah staff out there. As we practice, we go about our business, we practice very hard, and I think the kids work very hard. But we more or less leave it to the kids to get motivated for the game, you know. And, you know, at Notre Dame, when we were there, you would remember in the locker room before the game, they were ready to play, you know. And I found that here, it's gotten to be like that sometimes.
Let's say the tight end's over there, so you'd have the end here and the tackle here, and they'd be heavy that way. All right, we run ISO to the split end. It's turn out, block down, ISO here.
A successful program starts at the top, and the utmost is his leadership ability. Kids really respect him. There's just a black and white. There's really no gray area. And I think that's what you have to have a successful program. There has to be no doubt as to where the coach is coming from, and hopefully I've aided him in that.
I think every high school football player that wants to coach dreams about going back to his former high school, his alma mater. So when I got that up, I always wanted to be a coach, and I always thought about coming here to be a coach. So when I got the opportunity at Notre Dame, I was really happy there. But you know, I always felt that if the job ever opened, I would apply for it. But when it came time to do that, I really almost didn't, because I really liked it where I was and the way things were. So, you know, I even after I applied, I didn't know if I would take it if I was offered it. But it was too good an opportunity to be, number one, to be a head coach, so to realize like a dream.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
In today's society, there's no discipline anymore. In football, there's discipline. They have to go out every day after school. They got to work hard. They have to do the things that other teenage kids don't have to do. And for those 2 hours, 2.5 hours that they're practicing, there's discipline in their lives, and I think that in the long run it affects them. So I think the benefits of playing outweigh the negatives, and I think that it's also it's a game. It's optional. You don't have to play. You don't have to play. So the ones that want to play, I think they benefit from it. I don't consider myself, my strength as being a motivator. I know that I'm enthusiastic, and I know that I'm going to practice them as hard as I can, and they know when they go in, they're prepared.
You're going to go seam, John, you're going to go seam, and the outside guys go deep, okay? Here we go.
Well, my coaching style, I think that it's difficult to describe, but I think that we try to be as organized as we can, try to work them as hard as we can in practice so they're able to play in the games. Try not to leave anything left unturned in terms of preparation, and you know, try to make them physically ready to play and mentally ready to play. And that's I don't have any cliches. You can look around. There's nothing on the bulletin board as far as mottos and philosophies. It's just The basic idea is work them as hard as you can and get ready to play on Friday night.
Listen, fellas, before we go out there, every week you got to think of this as a challenge. Now, you know, over there, people over there, Coach is one of my best friends. But when that game starts, fellas, they want to take something we got. That's how you got to look at it. When you play football, when you cross the line, that's what you got to think, that they're trying to take what we got. We've been 6 weeks, 7 weeks, whatever it is, on top. Everybody wants a piece of us. People are coming here to watch us lose. That's why they're coming here. There's some people curious. They want to find out what Notre Dame's all about. They heard about this, they heard about that. You have to prove it in the first part of the football game. The guys on the kickoff got to go down and stick somebody. No mistakes out there, fellas. Each week, new challenge. You got to get better and better every week. It's as simple as that. I don't have to tell you anymore, fellas. You've worked hard. You're better than they are. Go out and don't let them take what we got. Don't let them take anything from us. Let's go out and take it. Let's go!
Say now. All right, listen now. This is what you've been waiting for all year. In other words, now it's here. You put yourself in a position, fellas, to win a big, big football game. It's on your hands. Man, and man. Just go out there, you play with class, you play your hearts out. And if you play with your hearts, good things happen. You know that. Or you've done it a couple times this year. And good things happen. Tonight is one of those nights, fellas. Get in here. Come on. Come on. Now listen, fellas.
Winning and losing is not the most important thing. It is on a weekly basis. On a weekly basis, and I'd be lying if I didn't tell you losing was the worst thing that could happen every week. It is. But on an overall basis, it's not the most important thing. I think the lessons that they learn, it's definitely not a cliche. The lessons they learn in football, they're going to keep forever. The kids that you see out there in the football field, they're going to be successful. They're going to be successful businessmen, lawyers, doctors, or whatever they're doing, they're going to be successful.
We do get a good amount of talent, but it's not as if we have 50 kids, they're not all talented kids and they all play. Some of them have to wait 3 years before they get in and play. If they're willing to wait, then they'll be football players by the time they're seniors.
The most important thing about Notre Dame football would definitely be the friendships that you made and the feeling you have. This is 1992, and our last Green Bowl, my last Green Bowl was 1983, which is 10 years ago. I still have the feelings. I come here, I see people I play with, older people, and that enthusiasm is still there. And half the people here would probably jump on the field right now. I know I would. There's not a time when I'm out running or working out that something just clicks in. I remember the Green Bowl, or I remember the Hannah Madison game, or you come home from work and you got to go running, and boom, the Green Bowl might pop into your mind. And it's just a great experience. I get excited about Thanksgiving, just coming here. And we wore the coats today just to bring us old memories, see the old guys.
Tom Marcucci, one of the best individuals I've ever met. I really owe a lot to him to help me get through my high school career and everything I've taken with me today. You really had a chance to learn some good integrity, the meaning of teamwork, and the ability to believe in yourself that you can be a winner in life. And just to come out on a day like this and see how they're doing, I think it's really a tribute to them.
That makes the score Notre Dame 26, Camden 6.
Personally, Tom Marcucci, my senior year, I was young and naive, and he kind of took me underneath his wing and showed me the way. And I was very fortunate to be able to go to college and play football. And I owe that to all, to the learning community and the learning staff at that time. And commitment, like you said, it's going to, throughout your life, you're going to be able to use it. And when I was in college, I thought back many times, you know, when times were tough, Notre Dame, commitment to excellence, and that helped me a lot. And now that I'm done with college, still, that phrase is still today a phrase that is in my mind, to excellence. And I'm trying to reach that quote-unquote Notre Dame goal in my life.
I guess my fondest memories and things I carry out now from the coaching staff being a coach, friend, and a mentor. I guess to carry on to what I do today, try to give something back. I think those guys hear their heart and soul, and that's why we come back in weather like this to Notre Dame Green Bowl as players, particularly for the coach, and see the new guys coming up. And all those practice dummies we hit, all the times, all the raspberries, make you a better man. You appreciate it. You can look into yourself and say, I can't do it, because there are days when you wanted to quit. I thank them for it.
Hey, Eddie, they didn't hit him, go ahead. What did you say to get out here, Jim? Power left right there.
The most important things I learned at Notre Dame, I learned on the practice field. I went on to do a lot of different things, and there were a lot of times when I wanted to quit, and I wanted to give up, and all of a sudden, all I could remember was those guys yelling at me and telling me that I could do something, and it kept me in a lot of times in the game when I should have left.
When each of the guys left, it was difficult for us, because the one thing you understand, as a player, you're very close to your teammates. Coaching staffs are even closer than that. You get to know everybody's family. You see the kids born. You're at the weddings. You're, you know, through the tough times that a family has, and you develop a real tight, close-knit relationship, and we really did that here. We were at each other's house, and we knew each other so well. And as each of them left, it was difficult. But in the same time, they were going to do what they wanted to do. They were moving on, and we've stayed close. Not as close as we were, it's impossible. But we've stayed close. Whenever we see each other, it's a little mini reunion. So, and plus the people that came in and took their place were so good that for me, you know, I got younger coaches, but they also have that same attitude about working hard.
Let's pick it up. Got a beautiful day to practice.
And I'm going to explain to you the only way to go after something. I'm going to tell you right now, no matter what it is, you go 100% of your God-given ability every single second, and good things will happen. Every single day in school, every single day in business, and good things will happen to you.